It's match 7 of night 4 of the Women's All-Star Classic. We are still in the Amethyst League. This is the third match of the Amethyst League for night 4. We are halfway through the Amethyst League, and we are having crazy bangers. And hopefully we get another crazy banger from the NXT Women's North American Champion, that being the uberly talented Tatum Paxley, in a Women's Intercontinental Classic rematch from earlier this year. And I gotta say, with all the matches that have happened tonight in the Amethyst League, I have high hopes, hopefully high hopes, that this match will be a banger, another banger. But I don't even know how I'm still talking right now after the craziness that happened with the first two matches in Lola and Mercedes and Soul and JC. But hey, Tatum's had crazy bangers already in this tournament, okay? With the upset of Rhea Ripley, the crazy banger against Mercedes Moné, which I personally believe might be the best match of this entire tournament. Soul and JC would be right behind it.
The woman known as the Beautiful Madness.
The two-time Women's United States Champion Giulia, who is not happy with her partner after what happened this past Friday night on SmackDown when her and Kiana James lost to Brie Bella and Paige, the Women's Tag Team Champions, the two women that will be facing Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez of the Judgment Day tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw for the Women's Tag Team Champions. And then Saturday night's main event, it looks like it will be Brie and Paige versus the Irresistible Forces, or maybe even the Judgment Day versus the Irresistible Forces for the Women's Tag Team Champions. But I digress. Giulia, the two-time Women's United States Champion, has faced Tatum Paxley before in this type of classic. In particular, the Women's Intercontinental Classic earlier this year, back in January, where Giulia beat Tatum Paxley on her way to the semifinals of the Women's Intercontinental Classic. But things are different now. Giulia is no longer the Women's United States Champion. Tatum Paxley is a champion. In particular, the Women's North American Champion. And hey, Tatum Paxley had a solid run in the Women's Intercontinental Classic, including a crazy banger on night 1 against Nikki Cross. So what am I supposed to expect with these two women here, considering the incredible run? Oh my God, what the hell? That might be the biggest takeaway of the match. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Collar and elbow tie-up between Tatum and Giulia. But how did Giulia change her hair so fast? Does she have magic? Oh, Jesus, her forearm. And I guess that does make it... I don't know if that's a glitch or not. But because of it, it's making Giulia dangerous. It's making Giulia absolutely coming out of the gates aggressive. And I don't blame her. She's at 3 points. Her only win was against Lola Vice. Her 2 losses have come against Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, the 2 women that will be facing each other in our main event coming up next after this matchup. Meanwhile, Tatum Paxley has beaten Rhea Ripley and Mercedes Moné, but did lose to Liv Morgan on night 3 this past Thursday night. But if Tatum Paxley can win this match, she would be tied with Liv Morgan atop the Amethyst League at 9 points. However, because of the head-to-head tiebreaker that Liv Morgan has over Tatum Paxley, Tatum would only hold the second semifinal position, the second semifinalist spot in the Amethyst League, because she owns the head-to-head tiebreaker over Rhea and Mercedes Moné. And Mercedes did lose earlier tonight to Lola Vice. So there's also that. So a big match for Tatum Paxley and a basement dropkick from Giulia. Giulia, who is trying to even up with the amount of women that are at 6 points right now. I mean, Lola Vice got to 6 points. JC Jane got to 6 points. What happens if Giulia wins this match? All of a sudden, we got a total of 7 or 6 women at 6 points, which would be insane. And then all of a sudden, because, oh my God, what a forearm to the face. And all of a sudden, it becomes a dogfight for the second semifinalist spot, depending on what happens in our main event later on, coming up next. And now, we got ourselves a hockey fight right now between Tatum and Giulia, the 2 former NXT Women's Champions. Now, by the way, I don't know if you've been checking Instagram recently, but Tatum and Shiloh apparently, and now hockey fight! Tatum and Shiloh Hill have been apparently roaming the hallways, random hallways recently. I don't know if you're following that on Instagram, but I am. But like, apparently Tatum and Shiloh are like exploring something. And like their last Instagram post, they were like in the hallway or like random hallway. I digress. We move on. And now Tatum with a Scorpion Death Drop, paying tribute to Sting, baby. That will sting. And now Tatum, as Giulia goes to the outside. What is Tatum thinking here? Oh God, Tatum, be careful. Tatum, be careful. Oh my goodness, what a drop kick from Tatum to the outside. And now Tatum going right after the leg of Giulia. The count at 2. Remember, if this does end in a draw, that will be very, very interesting considering the fact that Mercedes lost earlier tonight and Tatum beat Mercedes on night 2. Meanwhile, Rhea is facing Liv Morgan in our main event tonight. And if Rhea Ripley loses and this ends in a draw, then all of a sudden, Tatum would hold the second semi-finalist spot all to herself. And now, oh, no, oh my God! The count's at 5. We're halfway through the 10 count. Count at 6. Throws her back into the ring. Smart move from Giulia. Knowing that she needs to win this match to even up the playing field. Oh no! Here we go! It's a Northern Lights bomb from Giulia to 6 points she goes! And it is! Shorter than usual. Giulia stops the hot streak of Tatum Paxley, and all of a sudden, we got a 6-way tie at 6 points in the Amethyst League. Lola Vice got the 6 points. JCJ got the 6 points. And now Giulia joins the conversation. What in the world? Our main event tonight just got really, really interesting. Because if Rhea Ripley can beat Liv Morgan, then all of a sudden the 2 semifinal spots will be held by Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. However, if Liv Morgan wins, who the hell holds the second semifinalist spot? We don't know. But regardless, it is Giulia with the win. A huge win. And once again, beats Tatum Paxley in another classic. It was certainly a shorter than usual match. But Giulia wins. And now we head to the main event, baby!